Welcome back. What I want to talk about now are some of the theorists, and we're going to start with John Dewey and his ideas regarding experiential learning. Now, the reason I'm making such a big deal about experiential learning is that the model that we're going to be using when we talk about environmental education method is very much tied to experiential learning, which is a part of experiential education. John Dewey was a strong proponent of of experiential learning, and he advocated that education be based on the quality, quality of the experience, and so hopefully the quality that you're going to be getting is going to be able to make a difference. And that's pretty much when I've evaluated this particular course, looked at the quality of this experience. Um, he believed that the experiences had to be or had to have uh, a continuity. They had to have uh, continuity. And as we'll see, we'll look at that a little bit more. But when they refer to continuity, they refer to the fact that continuity has to lead to more learning experiences, to more learning. Also, um, it had to have um, interaction. And when we're talking about having to have more interaction, we're referring to the fact that it needed to meet a person's personal goals. So that's what he referred to as the quality of the experience. He also further defined it, and he looked at two other portions of it. One of them is to determine whether it was miseducative. And so when we look at that, is to see whether a an activity stops or distorts I run out of ink here, or distorts the growth. Oops, wrong color. Of future experiences. Um, I guess one way to look at it uh, is a lot of students take physics, and if the experience that they get stops or distorts the the learning, then people often say that they hate. uh, physics. But the thing is that it's not that they hate the physics. What they hate in reality, okay, are the lectures. They just do not enjoy the physics lectures. Another way of looking at this is that sometimes we find a situation where you don't really learn anything. So he refers to that as being non-educative. And if students don't reflect, uh, then what happens is that there is no learning that occurs. And so if there's evidence of no reflection, or mental growth, then the experience isn't valuable. So that was Dewey's contribution. Not all of what Dewey had said has been supported by all philosophers, but Dewey did have some influences, and experiential education has had quite an influence uh, on other programs, especially programs such as um, Foxfire, and that's a very interesting phenomena that occurred in some of the Appalachian um, communities where it originally grew. We see some of it in terms of service learning, which occurs today and is pretty much advocated by a lot of people. There's another project which you might want to look at. Is referred to as the Kurt experience, and if I have time, I'll talk about that in a little more depth. Uh, Upward bound or outward bound, um, which is actually a still very popular program uh, for at-risk kids, and the word outward refers to some of the first programs which had seamanship experiences, and when a ship leaves the port, it's referred to being as outward and being set on a journey. And of course, a lot of the work that Paulo Freire was involved with, he was very influenced by Dewey and others. Okay, that's pretty much what I have for Dewey's influence, and you can see from the list that we have that Dewey had quite an influence on a lot of programs, and that's not even all the programs that we want to look at. Okay, uh, till next time, let's see. The next time we're going to be looking at experiential learning through reflection, and looking at some of David Colby's work. So, till next time.